Selling in a down market, video 11, yellow light short sale. This is important for realtors to understand, especially in California, and homeowners. There are people that can't take a foreclosure. They want out and they're willing to accept the tax risk or, maybe the inevitable taxes. Some people understand that, but they don't want a foreclosure on their record. They're getting transferred. They need to move. And they're like, well, let's do a short sale. The first thing on a yellow light is I think it's super important to get the right approval language so you have arguments with the IRS. Secondly, they need to understand, and we're always going to update this. We're going to go find the most recent tax case rulings. And if it still looks like the IRS wants their agents to review the original nature of the loans. So on a recourse loan, the IRS is going to be predisposed to thinking when you get that 1099-C from the bank after a short sale, the amount of money, let's say you short the bank $100,000 your short sale, the bank sends out the $100,000 1099-C, the IRS is going to want to call that taxable. And let's say the normal exclusions, the simple ones, bankruptcy or insolvency do not apply, then what's left? There's arguing with the IRS about their whole framework, which I think is legit, and I talked about in a previous video, and you should talk to us about it. Or you're going to minimize the 1099-C the best you can and accept the tax consequences, or you're going to say, we're disputing the debt. Like, you have to have a reason. You're either accepting the tax consequences, you're disputing the debt. If you don't want to perhaps lose to the IRS and you only have one loan, you probably should consider a foreclosure in California. The case law on that's stronger. And again, this is subject to change. The IRS is being, I think they're losing on these cases because their framework is wrong with respect to mortgage debt forgiveness. And that's why the Mortgage Debt Forgiveness Act got passed 15 years ago. But since it's expired, the IRS is getting to exercise its right to be wrong, in my opinion. So if you want to be protected, a foreclosure is probably better than a short sale. But I want to explain all this to you. This is very important and it's subject to change. So you need to put an attorney on your team. Now, the good news is if you're doing a short sale, you should be able to put an attorney on your team and a realtor on your team, and they'll get paid by the bank. And that's how our framework works. If we're doing a short sale and you come to me first, we can work with just about any realtor in the state. And we can work together as a team to get you the best possible result, to make sure you're informed, to make sure, hey, this is terrible language. It might be safer for you to take a foreclosure, or it might be really safe for you to reinstate. So hopefully, you were saving the money you weren't paying the bank during the short sale if you went negative. But you have to exercise your leverage at the right time and protect yourself and develop that plan. So if you're doing a short sale and you come to listingattorney.com first, we'll get a realtor on your team and we'll help protect you every step of the way. In the end, I don't think you really want to learn all this. You just want to see what your risks are and proceed from there. And I can help you do that. And then we can proceed. And anywhere in California, we can put a realtor on your team who will be in charge of selling your home. And as an attorney, we'll be in charge of protecting you and maybe even negotiating with the bank if that's what you want to hire us to do. So I'd say go to listing attorney first, or go to some other attorney first who's got experience in this. My experience can be seen on my channel here on YouTube. You will see videos going back 2007, 8, 9. At one point I was telling people, oddly, sometimes a foreclosure is less risky than a short sale. I stopped saying that after the Mortgage Debt Forgiveness Act got passed. The Mortgage Debt Forgiveness Act is now expired, so we're back to understanding that. My name is John McConnin. I'm a real estate attorney and a broker. Thank you.